Y'all, all my videos are for entertainment purposes, so let's keep it real. Don't try anything at home. Thanks, y'all.
I shall order a carrot cake from Fairy Joy's Bakery. Oh, what a brilliant idea!
Welcome to a tiny little magical kingdom called Bithicoloroo. Oh, my begonias, there you are. We're so happy you came. All our adventures are for the young at heart. No matter what our age, this is our version of gnome gardening. Leap of faith. Well, hey, welcome back, y'all. It is awfully nice to see you again. To support my channel, subscribe and click the notification button so you know when I release a new video. If y'all like my channel, please smash the like button. Come on, y'all, let's go see what adventures is happening today. The Rabbit's Warren in Bithica is a cluster of burrows with connecting tunnels. The warren is located in the mine area, just over the hedge at the mine entrance. One of nature's natural digging machines is that of the rabbit, who are a tight-knit family. They feel safe surrounded by the hedge and are very well hidden beneath them. Clear at the bottom of the hill, beneath the hedge, lay the rabbit's warren. There is very little danger here, other than when a very large raccoon wanted to be a mama to the Minnie's Roy raccoon. Beneath the hedge, the little hill slopes downward towards the warren, and in some areas has slick mossy patches covering the rocks. One wrong step here, and you're off down the hill on the slide of your life. Should the moss become wet from morning dew or after it rains, it becomes a hazard to the unsuspecting traveler. Many have fallen upon their backsides due to their feet suddenly slipping out from beneath them.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
The countryside views from the hedge are breathtaking, as many of the scenic views in Bithica are. A few of the smaller fairies and even little angels live within the warren. Yesterday, Mr. O'Hare placed an order into the wee bakery because he wanted a fresh delivery of one of Fairy Joy's delicious carrot cakes to be delivered to his home for breakfast. Early the following morning, he had gone round to his garden to pull some fresh carrots. This was so he could make his morning's carrot juice.
Oh, what a juicy one you'll be!
He exclaimed to himself. After pulling the rather large carrot from the soil, his mouth began to water in anticipation. Mr. O'Hare continued to pull a few more to have enough juice throughout his day. Meanwhile, over at the bakery, Raz Dino was chosen to deliver the carrot cake to Mr. O'Hare. Raz needed to be careful as there are many slippery, moss-covered areas today as it had rained this morning. Unknown to Raz, today was going to be a new adventure story to add to the Dino Delivery Service Team's story time. It is well known in Bithica that when jumping over the hedge, it can be dangerous. One of the reasons is that the scenery itself changes with the season as things appear or disappear. Because of this, you can suddenly find yourself in midair. That is, until gravity takes hold. Why, the Warren even has a 360-degree downward spiral slide that nature has carved into a cavern in the ground. Knowing all the hazards that may be in their way has never stopped the Dino delivery team from delivering their packages. They consider all the challenges a possibility to gain knowledge or wisdom, and a guaranteed adventure. Raz is one of the fastest runners of the Dino delivery team, so all his deliveries are always on time. He enjoys running and takes pride in the service that he gives to the community. Raz has made many deliveries to the Warren and thought he knew every outcome to be made. His assuredness made him a little slacking in his critical thinking towards the Warren's occasional environmental changes. It was this cockiness that nearly caused his undoing. You see, in the Warren, rabbits are always digging holes and filling them in. This process is a constant environmental remodeling. Sometimes this fresh soft soil became a liquid sludge after a rain that cascades down the hill in a landslide. Unknown to Raz just a few days ago, just such a slide had occurred in the Warren. This event has changed the Warren, something Speedy Delivery Raz Dino was about to learn the hard way. Fairy Joy finished making Mr. O'Hare's carrot cake and placed it in a box for Raz to deliver. Fairy Joy warned Raz of the rain the other day in the Warren and that he should be careful.
Ah, Fairy Joy, how does the boy like the back of my hand?
Raz said to Fairy Joy as he held the cake box securely to him, as he headed towards the steps. Down the entryway steps he went and turned left. Through the fields he went and ran towards the Minnie's area. Here he ran past Marcus. He continued on past Misty's pond and up the steps. Once Raz reached the top, he headed towards the Warren. Now all he needed to do was to jump over the hedge and go down to the Warren. Once Raz jumped over the hedge, he experienced an incredible hang time. Then he learned about free falling, all while doing his best to protect Mr. O'Hare's carrot cake. Next, he reached the slick mossy rocks that left him unable to stand or stop his downward slide. Raz tried to stop his slide by grabbing a young tree branch, but this only rewarded him with a supersonic speed in a circle around the tree that slingshotted him towards the entrance of an underground spiraled cavern. Poor Raz's adventure, it wasn't over yet. Years of slime created a slippery slide for Raz to ride upon. As his feet remained useless, he just continued to lay upon his backside in an epic slide around the spiral cavern. Soon Raz began to feel nauseous, yet he still maintained his grip upon the package. Round and round he went. Eventually, he slid to the bottom and glided out towards the Warren. Raz fought the urge to roll over and kiss the solid ground finally beneath him. He continued to lay there so thankful that he had finally stopped moving. Raz pulled himself together and got up off the grass on really shaky legs and proceeded towards Mr. O'Hare off in the distance. The rather excitable rabbit came strolling in, grinning from ear to ear to greet him.
Marvelous, simply marvelous. That was an epic slide if ever I saw one, oh boy. Had just popped around to the back garden and caught the whole scene. Didn't think you were going to make it there a few times. I was in complete awe of your accomplishments. Truly inspiring, old man. Truly. Oh, I see you've brought around my carrot cake. Care to have some with me?
Mr. O'Hare asked, unable to contain his anticipation upon having some himself. Why, the poor rabbit was about to drool all over himself. Standing upon liquefied legs, Raz thankfully accepted Mr. O'Hare's kind offer. So one rabbit and a very wobbly dino strolled over to Mr. O'Hare's patio table to share the delicious carrot cake that Fairy Joy had made fresh this morning.
I'm so proud of you, Raz, old boy. After all you went through to bring my cake, you never once let it become a waste, and I can't wait to have some.
Raz couldn't help but smile at his friend Mr. O'Hare as the two thoroughly enjoyed their time together. Feeling once again like himself and quite full on carrot cake and carrot juice, Raz bid farewell to Mr. O'Hare after asking if there was a safer exit he could take. Back at the Minnie's field in the dinos area, Raz shared his adventure with the rest of the dinos, which has now been added to the wonderful adventures of the Dino Delivery Service Team, told round the campfire. P.S. Raz advises.
Y'all should watch where you step. It just might become an unexpected adventure.
It was sure nice spending some time with you. Y'all come on back for our next adventure. We'd love to see you. Until we meet again, be kind to one another. Bye now.
We sure do thank you all for tapping those buttons. Like, subscribe, and share.
May the magic of wonder always fill your heart.